Alright, well, we're back. Sorry about that. That damn battery died on me. I got a bunch of cars coming on me. This is right where 66, where 17 and 66 meet. And so now we're going to get back out on the highway. Alright, here we go. Alright. Well, sorry about that. I don't know where the battery died. I've been running my mouth the whole time. Running my MOUF. So, but this is 66 and 17. We just passed by what's called the Plains, Plains, Virginia. The Great Meadows Equestrian Center. I know you didn't hear about that because the battery was dead. Yay! So let me tell you about that. The place that we just passed is called the Great Meadows Equestrian Center, and people go there to enjoy their enthusiasm for horses, and they have I believe they have professional contests there and everything. And during the summertime, it is really busy. It's a big draw, a very well professionally done event. They have them numerous times during the summer. And it's really beautiful. I think I got a heat shield on a brake that is shaking in the housing. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to, when I get home, I'm gonna have to take that left front wheel off and see what the hell's making that rattling noise. Now the speed limit here is 70. But you can go all the way up to about 80, but you don't want to go above 80 because going above 80 is a reckless driving ticket. And these people do 100 miles an hour down this road. I'm just telling you. They do 100 miles an hour. You do not want to be in that left lane. So, we're heading towards Paris, Virginia. This little stretch of road, it has a lot of farmland on it. Has a lot of nice houses. They have a specific speed limit for the road that's related to not disturbing the community, because some people have they have cows, they have cattle, they have livestock, and they don't want to, they don't want you to come through with your race bike or your 18-wheeler, making too much noise. But this little stretch here, man, this part of this part of 66 right here, it's like a damn racetrack. I'm just telling you, it's dangerous. Either you get in with the traffic and roll, or you get the hell out the way. And today I'm getting the hell out the way. But what a beautiful day, huh? So we're going to go down through Paris, Virginia, which sounds exciting, but it's actually a bunch of farmland. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful area. I think the people who live there are lucky to live there. They're either their family bought the homes, or they spend a lot of money, because there's nothing cheap about real estate up here. Nothing. But hopefully I can show you. Hopefully I can get you down to Millwood, which is a little town in Virginia. I'll take a little back road when we get over the hill, because one of the things about this road is that we're heading into the mountains. And there is one spot on this road, not on this one, but it's on, I think it's 50, Route 50, when we run into Route 50, where it goes over a mountain. So you crest a mountain, you come down the other side, and then, it's more of the same, topography, forest and farmland and stuff like that. But I like it. I love it. I mean, I am always and always will be a fan of nature. I could not live as even though, and I will say this, and I will signify that I absolutely understand why people would want to live in a city and work in a city and be in a city all their lives and never leave the city. Because within a mile, you could do all of that. You could do all of that. If you lived, walking distance to your job, and then you live, we're going to turn here, it's 17 to 55, 17 Northwest 55 towards Delaplane. Now, one of the coolest roads, if you're riding a motorcycle or something, one of the coolest roads you could make a turn on to go down and enjoy it is this road on the right-hand side here. This road right here, 713. That's a pretty cool road. I went down that road. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. Here we go. 40 miles an hour. God bless him. He got him an old beat-up Jeep, and he's trying to make it last as long as he can make it last, and he's doing exactly. Well, actually, he's doing under the speed limit. But that's okay. I don't mind that. There's a passing zone up here, and we'll get around him in a minute if we decide we want to do that. As you can see, there's the speed limit sign. They want to remind you, hey, this is another one of those zones where if they get you on a ticket, boy, they're going to stick it to you. But most of the time, people drive down this road at about 55 miles an hour. So they're pretty. The police are pretty tolerant as long as you're not driving like a lunatic. There's a train track down here. Now they've got on this road they've got some wineries. The houses are old school houses, been around for probably 100 years. We're coming down to a train track. I came down here the other night and I literally made it through this intersection at the absolute last second. I got to this intersection coming the other way. I got into the intersection and the lights came on. I went, oh shit. So I always slow down there because I don't like tearing up my suspension. Now this boy in his Jeep is hooking it now. You go, brother. But yeah, this whole area here is controlled. They watch this. I can't say I've seen a lot of cops here, but I do know that when they're here, they really do want you to, be rational about the way you drive through here. Another thing is, if you're driving down this area, deer are all over this area. Deer are all over this area. If you're driving through here in November, December, January, you better watch out because they're going to be right next to the road. So, just be careful. But, let's see, here's where the passing zones are like this. You really got to get out there and strain the car to pass someone, and you got to have an open space to do it. And as a general rule, it's really not worth it if there's cars ahead because it's just not worth it. Here's these nice places. There's a house up on the top of the hill that's been closed up and boarded up for years. And they maintain it. They don't let it fall apart. So much respect to them for that. I've several times on this road I've had to flash my lights, hit my horn, slow down for deer. And the thing about deer, especially in Virginia, is if you see one deer and it crosses the road, you better watch out because there might be. I've actually had an entire herd of deer. At one time, we was driving in my wife had a 99 Honda Accord 4-door, a white one. And we were driving the back way home because that day I was driving us to work. And I picked her up at her job in Fort Belvoir. And we were doing the extreme roundabout way of getting home, which meant going down a road, I think it was Mount Pleasant. No, Fleetwood Road. Anyway, we're going down Fleetwood Road. Now, this is a big, beautiful house here on the side here. I hope you can see it in the camera. It's always well maintained. This land is always beautifully cut. I mean, it just looks like a picture. It looks like a picture right now. It's absolutely beautiful. Anyway, I saw the deer on the right-hand side of the road, and I was rolling along. The speed limit on that road is 45, and I was doing about 50. And I saw the deer coming, and I didn't see one deer. I saw a son of a bitchin' herd of deer. I'm talking about, at least 25 or 30 deer. I'd never seen that in my life. And they came running. They jumped over a fence, like that fence you see on the right-hand side there, but the road was a little bit lower. And I saw them coming, and I accelerated because I was out of time. They were coming. And the first deer that jumped into the road, I juked around him, and I missed him. And his snout hit the rear quarter panel of the car just enough. It didn't make him fall down or anything. Let's see, I can't go. There's a car there, and there's another car behind him. This is one of the big passing zones. But anyway, long story short, I didn't get a damage on the car. This is a beautiful spot here on the right-hand side here. I'm going to go ahead and turn it a little bit here. This is just absolutely beautiful farmland here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that camera at this angle for a little while. I hope you don't get dizzy. But this is really some of the most beautiful land you'll see in Virginia, as far as rolling hills and stuff. And really, really super nice stuff. Now if you look over here, I'm going to turn you up. There is mountains. There's a mountain up there. My wife has seen deer up there. There are deer up there. I'm going to turn it back this way. I hope I get the angle right here. But as you can see, we've got cattle over here. We've got a beautiful farmland. Just really something special. Just a beautiful, beautiful slice of Virginia. It never gets old. It never, ever does it get old to me to see this. And this is the places, this road right here was where I started taking pictures of Wanda, little click pictures, because I guess God was telling me that I'm going to be taking your wife home, you know, and I got scared. I was just like, you know, I want to have something to remember her by, because we were fighting so hard the consequences of the stroke. And here you go. There you go. Look at the cows. Sorry to make you dizzy. Cows. My wife used to say cows. Cows. I know it's probably too high. Gosh darn it. I'm not a cinematographer. So I'm going to turn you back this way, and I'm going to let you see what's over here. And right now you're just seeing a hill. But as we go along here, we'll start seeing there's Great Meadows State Park. Beautiful land off to that side. Boy, I hope that the view out that camera is okay, because I got a feeling it's not going to be okay. But I hope it is. But as we go down through here and you get seeing this, you can see the natural beauty of this place. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now when I look, I'm going to get you looking up here, okay? See the mountain? This is the mountain we're going to be climbing in a minute. All right, let's go back this way. All right. Oh, and there's cows over here on the other side, but I don't want to, I want you to see what's on the left side of the road here, because it's somebody's little, there's a little park there. There's somebody's home here. Some more rolling hills, cows, farmland, just beautiful, beautiful Virginia countryside. And this is something that we need to protect. You know, we can't just build everywhere. Now, here you go. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna turn you straight. turn straight. All right, cool. You ain't turning me straight. Okay, so there we are. This is kind of a messed up intersection here. This light can be okay, and this light can be kind of a pain in the ass. So this is North 17, West 50. And this is actually Route 50 out of, if you hit 495 and you go up to Route 50 West, you could drive all the way out here on Route 50 West to go this way. That's actually pretty cool. I've done it before. There's a couple of small towns and stuff. Homeboy's got a V8 in that Jeep. It's kind of unusual. Now this hill, I don't like going up this hill slow. I like to get up the hill and then slow down. And the speed limit here is 45. And I can assure you that I'm doing 45 miles an hour right now. All the way up this hill. I don't like that smell. Boy, I hope that's not that metal shield on that brake rotor. So up the hill we go. This is the only big mountain you're going to have to climb. Get back in the right lane here. But I do like to get up this hill. When I get over the hill, you just come off the gas and you get a free like 4 miles. Your gas mileage, you don't have to put any gas in the engine. You gotta watch this, because when you crest the hill, there are places where people turn, like right here. There's a crossover here and an out lane here. So from right here, you ain't gonna put no gas in the engine. You just let her coast. You might tap a little bit just to keep the speed up, depending on how good your car rolls. But I mean, I've come down this hill nicely in the past. Like I said, though, you know, I mean, if you get out here and you're gonna act foolish, and a police officer pulls you over for being foolish, don't blame the police officer. You're the one that got foolish. So, like I said, this is all beautiful countryside. I hope we can get into Millwood before the sun goes down, because it looks like I'm going to be bringing you into Millwood in the dark, because we're just about to get there before the sun goes down. So, let's see what happens. As you can see, it rolls up and down, but it's all going down. It's heading back into the plains part of behind the mountains, which is pretty cool. And it's, you know, there's a big shot of the mountains right there. So you're in the middle of the mountains, but the mountains go for many miles here. I mean, across ways, and they go for 1,000 miles up and down the coast, you know, or 2,000 miles. So if you're a motorcycle guy or girl, and you have a sport bike, oh my God, this is heaven. I mean, it sounded, I didn't like how gay it sounded, but it's heaven. I'm telling you, it's heaven. The roads are dangerous, so you got to drive like you got some sense. But the roads are so good, you don't have to drive like a nut to enjoy them. It's a trip. I mean, they got some roads in these Virginia mountains in West Virginia mountains that are amazing. Now for me, the biggest thing with me with motorcycles, the number one thing that scared me about a motorcycle was driving around a right-hand corner and hitting a place where the road had thrown sand across the corner. And then